Hey guys, Jabber Game Jaws here. Welcome back to another episode. So I wanted to talk about the NES and the SNES Classic. Nintendo recently announced that they are going to be discontinuing the Classic systems because basically originally they had only planned to have them through the holidays of this year. Oh, last year now. It's 2019. And so they have provided the NES and the Super Nintendo Classic to their word, to their benefit, because there was a lot of not knowing if that was actually going to happen. And to Nintendo's benefit, like to Nintendo's credit, they did that. I am very thankful that Nintendo finally came through with the NES Classic and the Super NES Classic, provided them for a long period of time, gave enough people ample chance to pick the systems up, anyone who wanted them. I was so happy the day that I finally found these. I picked these up and I was so grateful. As many of you know, they had been out for a minute. The NES Classic originally came out and it was in super short supply, and I was honestly pissed. I bought these systems. They are super handy. I had someone mod them for me. It's really nice. I have both systems with a lot of games on each one of them. I have some Game Boy games I get to play on a big screen TV. That's really cool. This system is not necessarily for me specifically. It's more for a gamer who is kind of a little more casual, but just wants to kind of get to relive their childhood a little bit, or maybe like show somebody else what they used to play. And I think the reason that I got so fired up when Nintendo did not have enough of the system when it first came out, it drove me crazy because as a passionate retro gamer, I wanted other people to be able to experience old video games. And so when I first heard about this, I was like, oh my gosh. I literally had like most of my friends, they were like, oh, you're into retro video games. Like, did you hear about this Nintendo thing? I literally got like, notifications all the time about people telling me about this. And of course I'm like, yes, I know about this thing. But I was so excited about the hype that so many other people had for it. And when most of those people were not able to get the system, it really hit me hard. Like, I was very excited for them to be able to be excited about retro gaming and then actually follow it through with something super cool like the NES Classic. So it was super hard when most of my friends who were excited about it suddenly had all of their hopes dashed and they weren't able to find it. So that was definitely a tough time. And throughout it all, I was like, okay, come on, please, Nintendo, like, follow through, like, make some more consoles. Eventually, this story has a happy ending, as most of you know now. Thank God. Like, everyone who has wanted one of these over the last year or so has been able to go out and pick one up. They've been well stocked, finally. There was a time where they were being scalped for hundreds and hundreds of dollars. It's very, very nice that most people have had a chance to get the NES and the Super NES Classic. And it's been a perfect gift. I've given the systems away to different people. I've helped people to find them when, they were like, yeah, I want to get this thing. Where can I find it? I would kind of help to track them down for people. It's just something super special that has happened recently for a retro gamer. Like, for me, I like to get the CRT TV. I like to get my old consoles. I like to get the actual software, the original cartridges of the game. I like to, kind of play them in the most optimum, most authentic way ever. But for a lot of people, they just want something super simple that they can hook up to their HD TV, and I totally get it. And I think that's great. And obviously, I bought the systems. I think they're awesome. Especially, man, when you're traveling. Like, I went home to Michigan. Like, it's such a good thing to just be able to, like, throw an NES Classic into your backpack, and you got, like, tons of games to play. You're totally set. So I love these systems. I have great feelings towards these systems now. When they became readily available, it made me really, really happy. And I'm very much hoping that everybody who wanted one was able to get one. Currently, Nintendo is going to discontinue them. There has been a long time. Anybody who wanted one should have been able to get one by now. Actually, when I was home, I was just curious and I was looking around. I wanted to pick one up last minute. I was like, oh, I could get one for a Christmas present for someone when I was back home visiting. And I checked at GameStop, I checked at Walmart, I checked at Target, I checked at Meijer, I checked at Best Buy, and they were all sold out. And I was surprised because the GameStop here actually still had them right before I left. So that was a bit of a shock to me. But in the light of what Nintendo has said that they are discontinuing them, it kind of makes sense. And especially right before the holidays, I'm sure that they were still selling quite a bit. It is a hot holiday Christmas gift. If you do not have one yet, I would suggest seriously, like, get on your phone, get on your computer, track one down, because there are places that still have them, but they are going very fast. And once they're gone, as far as we know, they're gone. So it's an amazing system. It is so worth having. It's easy to mod. You can add hundreds of games on each one of them, either the NES or the SNES Classic. It's such a handy way to play retro games, and it's a very cute, nostalgic package. And even if you don't want to mod it, if you just want to play the games that are on there, both of the systems have such incredible packages. It's so worth it. And as somebody who's just passionate about it already, it's kind of like the perfect gift or the perfect segue. It's like the perfect thing to give somebody to, like, have them be like, oh yeah, I remember playing Mega Man 2. I remember playing Super Mario 3. I remember playing Super Metroid. I remember playing, all of these, Super Mario Kart, all of these old Nintendo games that are just so, so good. So classic. Can't beat it. So if you don't have one, make sure that you track one down soon. They're going away. They're amazing. Nintendo has done a very good job of fixing the problem that they caused at first, where they just did not have enough available. It caused kind of a mayhem thing where people were just going crazy trying to find it. It's very cool that for over a year now, they've been plentifully available. I've checked many times over the last few months, and they're generally stocked at, Walmart or pretty much anywhere. So that's been really good. Good on Nintendo. I think it's fair that they're taking them away now. It's not something that they ever wanted to be stuck providing forever. They have said that they're not doing the N64 Classic, at least, absolutely not anytime soon. That's kind of fair. The PlayStation Classic was definitely a bummer. A bit of a dud. Sony kind of screwed that one up. Such a bummer. But the NES Classic and the Super NES Classic are super quality. Don't miss out on your last chance to go out and find those. Make sure that you get them if you don't have them already. If you do see them and you have a retro gamer in your life, it's a great gift. Spread the love of retro gaming. All right, guys. Peace out.